A woman fires a gun overnight to protect herself and her home from an intruder. It happened just after 2 this morning in the 3500 block of Commercial Avenue in the town of Blooming Grove. And News 3's Danica Lewis spoke with the woman who pulled the trigger. And Danica, she's sharing a warning tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. One of keeping a weapon nearby. And the man is still at large. The victim says she can't feel safe in the place she's called home for 8 years. She says the gun she was initially against buying actually saved her life. It's quiet on Commercial Avenue, where just hours before,
it's nothing I thought I'd ever go through.
You could have heard the sound of gunshots.
I bought the gun just in case something were to happen, but I never, ever thought in a million years I'd actually have to use it.
The 29-year-old victim living in this house wanted her identity under wraps to protect herself from an intruder, still not in custody.
I don't know what to do now. You know, I'm watching my back. I'm looking at all the cars driving past my house.
She heard someone downstairs, her roommate, nowhere to be found.
I heard somebody coming up my steps to my room, and I just kind of said, you know, here goes nothing.
Armed with her gun and her phone, she came face to face with a masked man. He tried taking her down with some sort of pepper spray. That's when she pulled the trigger, leaving these reminders on her walls.
What if I didn't have it? Where would I be right now? You know, like what would have happened to me if I didn't?
She was protecting her home, and she has the right to do that.
Investigators say the intruder ran off when shots were fired. They believe he forced his way in through a window and urge others to make it just as difficult for an unwanted visitor to get in.
Make sure their windows are locked, their doors are locked. Look out for their neighbors, talk to their neighbors.
Always be prepared. You never know what's going to happen.
Now, even after a canine search, investigators are still looking for this man. He's described as 5'8" to 5'10", around 160 to 180 pounds, in his mid-20s. He was last seen wearing a dark jacket and a bandana. If you have any information that could help, call the county sheriff's tip line. That number is 608-284-6900. Now, police say they're not sure if one of the shots actually hit the man who broke into the house. The victim says investigators found dark fabric in one of the bullet holes, which makes it seem like she did shoot him, but who knows how badly. Police are telling me they are seeing more and more people keeping weapons around to protect themselves and their property. But Jennifer, certainly a rare case that we're seeing in this one this morning.
Rare and certainly scary, especially like we were talking about earlier, being two young women.
Being two young women, I can't imagine going through something like that. So,
okay, Danica, thank you.
Sure thing.